Hey, welcome back to another episode of AI Music Gear. Today is a very special type of episode because, for one, I'm not in my studio.
Nope.
I'm in a hotel.
That's why I'm playing your
I
guitar.
had to travel, and I was trying to figure out a way how can I still play guitar and, not leave everything behind that I enjoy
It's
doing.
in good hands,
So I'm
don't
going to
worry.
be here for about a week or so. So, one, we're going to check out the Traveler guitar. This is a very small, compact guitar with a double humbucker
Small
on it.
ain't bad.
Don't know if you can see it there in the back, and it fits in a suitcase. Comes with a travel case and this bar where you could rest it on your leg, or you could take it off if you don't want to rest it on your leg. I find using the strap is the best option for this. Just
Keep the strap on, Ben.
So yeah, this is a 6-string, and actually stays in tune and sounds very good. We're going to check it out here in a minute. And aside from that, we're also going to check out the Spark Go,
Looks like a-
which is this little guy here.
like a
It's
camera.
little amp that you can link up to your phone and change the settings on it to get pretty much a full sounding amp sound, like out of this little thing.
Okay.
I was testing it out last night,
Little ain't
playing
bad.
pretty late, and I kind of wanted that full sound, but I didn't want to keep people up next to me, so it
people.
actually sounds surprisingly great at a low volume. It sounds full enough where you don't need to actually crank it super loud, so
Go ahead
I'm going to do
and
my
crank it.
best to
Crank
try
it.
to demo this amp
Turn it up.
guitar as kind of like a travel package, if you will, and we'll go through the settings of the amp, and I'll try to capture the sound. It says this can be used as an audio interface, so I'm going to try to plug this into my Windows laptop and see if we can get some decent sounds out of it. Play around with some of the presets and change some of the settings on it, if you will.
Okay.
So we'll go over the buttons and everything here a little bit later.
The buttons.
And this guitar we will also be using, obviously, because
Looks like a paddle.
so yeah, let's get started, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, so starting with the Spark Go, you've got your 1/4-inch
bass
jack
in your
for the
voice.
guitar input. You've got your volume knob, which is essentially this guy
jack.
here. It turns, and it allows you to adjust the guitar volume. You've got a 1/8-inch jack for microphone,
Okay.
or excuse me, a headphone.
Oh, headphones.
You've got your music up and down. So if you're playing along with an app, you can adjust the music to a backing track, and then your guitar
Okay, that's
volume, so you get a decent blend. You got your power button over here. It is Bluetooth capability too. It has it built in, so you can pretty much connect to your laptop or a Bluetooth device and use it as a speaker if you needed to as well. And I think this is your selector switch for the different built-in presets. So you can store, I think, up to 4 or 5 of them in the unit.
Okay, that's cool.
And then if you link it up to the app in the phone,
like
you
me
can
on your shirt.
import and swap them out. Similar to, I guess, the aux box, how you have like the first 4 or 5 settings for the speaker boxes. You can preset them in there, but this is obviously a different unit. So, yeah, you could store several of them and take your sound with you. So essentially, if you're not going to be somewhere where you can link up to your application on the phone, the Spark app, you could have your settings in here and just toggle through them if you want to clean, a heavier setting, and whatever you want to do. You
like
can
it
just
heavy.
preset them in here.
Okay.
This grill is changeable.
Grill.
For the speaker. I did decide to go with the 9-inch looking one, and with
Grilling out right
the
now.
black one that also came with it. So yeah, it's pretty durable.
Cookout on the
There's
grill.
handle tassel thing, if you will, so you can not drop it, I
Tassels.
guess. If you're, I don't know.
Can't go
All right,
wrong
so
with the
that's
tassel.
that. And the
No
treble guitar,
hassle.
I did get the one with the double humbucker in the back. I just thought it would be a
gotta have it.
easier sound.
Gotta.
And here it is.
There it
And you
is.
can see the double humbucker in the back. This is your
Nice.
bridge, essentially. So the strings on this go from the front. You feed them through this way, wrap it around this wheel in the back, and you tune them here. I have not had to restring this yet. I could imagine it being quite a pain. Trying to think that this would be a great candidate for locking tuners if they could find a way to get those in here,
Good
because
idea.
I kind of tried the day that I have to restring this because it's going to be I mean, there's not much room here to get the string in there and kind of wind it. So you're gonna wind it from the front, which there's not a lot of room for your fingers in there too. So it's
I
pretty
have a hard time
pretty,
because my thumb is
small
halfway up
and-
my arm. So
yeah, petite, if you will. So yeah, I think if there were a way to put some blocking tuners on here, that would just seal the deal with this and make it
that'd be
that
cool.
much better.
You might be able to
And
add them
I
on
foresee
yourself.
that some of the Louis string, it's probably going to scratch the finish when you're trying to wrap that in there.
yeah,
It's just
there
going to
must
try to
be
drag
there.
across the bottom. So future problems that I see with this. And the build itself, it looks pretty simple. Like these blocks are basically screwed in there into
Staple
a
them
piece of
onto
wood
a
with a
boat
kind of
door.
a finish on it. And the bridge is basically just bolted on the back.
Stream without a paddle.
It's a neck through body.
You got jokes. Okay.
And that is it. As far as the volume knob or any controls, there are none. So basically, it's that's it. Plug
Okay.
your guitar in here.
Okay.
There's no volume, there's no tone, there's no adjusting. It's you got to use your amp for that.
Okay.
But you can't beat it.
Good
It
to
fits
know.
perfect into a normal suitcase.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
true.
come with a travel bag that's pretty
I like to travel.
pretty absorbent. So yeah, just
I like
toss it in my
absorbent.
suitcase with the amp. No problem.
I
So
like it cushy.
let's check it out.
Do it. Okay.
What's up? Okay, so
Hey, Ben.
here's the thing. I've been playing with this Spark Go for a little bit now, and
More
running into
bass.
some minor issues with the
I've been
application,
playing with this
but nothing
Spark.
major. So the first time I started using it, I tried to use the Smart Jam. It's like an AI jam built-in type session. You play a little bit, it captures that, and then it adds drums and bass to it. So every time I went to shut it off, it wouldn't shut off. It would just keep playing. I'd close out of the app,
That's
open the app
AI.
back up, and it would keep playing the drums. And pretty frustrating. So the only way
That is
that
me
I
on
could
your
turn it
shirt.
off was to start another jam on top of the one while it was playing,
Exploiting me.
then stop it, and then exit out of it. So
That's us.
that was pretty annoying. And there's one of the settings. There's two settings under settings. So
Okay.
there's the one that allows you to connect the amp and use it as a Bluetooth speaker. And there's another one to use it to control the tone of the amps within the application. As you see, I've got this up here on the screen. So if I were to move the gain up and down, nothing was happening. I would
Oh,
try to put the noise gate on, turn it on,
Noise gate.
turn it off,
nice.
and nothing was controlling it. It was just using the presets in the hardware in the amp itself. There's like 4 or 5 presets, and it was only defaulting to one of the 4 presets. But anything I did on the application wasn't controlling the sounds through the speaker. So under settings, you'll see a selection to control alter the sound or something like that. So you got to turn that on.
Okay.
And
Good to
you know,
know.
it's partially my fault because this came in the mail the day that I was flying out. I
Yeah,
basically
read the
took it out of the box, threw it in the suitcase, and hopped on a plane.
Use at the gym.
So that being said, we got that out of the way.
Okay.
My current setup now is I'm using my iPhone for the camera, iPad
That's why you're
for
so
the
small.
application here to
Ratio.
capture the screen, and I
Okay.
have my Windows laptop running from the Spark Go, using the USB cord right into it.
Okay.
I'm recording the audio just from the guitar into there. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a listen,
Yeah,
and
I'm
let's
anxious
check
to
out
hear
some of
this.
the amps. So I'm
Check
gonna go
it
ahead
out.
and navigate over. You got the different genres here. You've got blues,
I like blues.
bass, acoustic, pop, and metal. And I will say for the AI Smart Jam, they don't have metal. It's I don't know if that's something you could purchase,
No
but
metal.
there's like 4
Disappointment.
drummers, like Bob, Dave, Susie, and whatever, and they each do pretty much rock or pop or something of that nature. I started playing a heavy riff, and it came back with a cowbell and a woodblock and some kind of like smooth jazz type drums
a
for
cowbell.
122 BPM that I was playing. So
I got a fever.
not very kind of disappointing
Need more
there. So
cowbell.
I would pass on that myself until they get a better drummer, or if there's one, you probably got to
Dog in
purchase
there.
and add it
I'll
on
do some metal
to it.
drumming.
So yeah, Otherwise, you just use it as a metronome in the background if you're
Boring.
having trouble keeping timing or something.
I got
So here
a
is the treble
and the
guitar.
antidote is
6-string this time, not a 7-string.
That's okay.
Drop D tuning.
Drop D.
And we're gonna go ahead and check out some of the sounds in this is the factory settings, the presets.
Okay.
So yeah, I should
Let's
select
check it
it.
out.
So the first tap you do is gonna select it to go through your amp speaker.
Okay.
Second
That's
one
nice.
will bring up the actual amp,
I like it.
and you can control all your settings within here.
Nice.
So I'm not sure what amp this is trying to be. I'm gonna go with,
Switch X.
I don't know, Black Star maybe. I have no idea. Alright, not bad. And what's nice is I have the volume of the amp so low I can easily talk over it. It's very, very low.
Okay.
And you can probably catch that
Okay.
with the microphone on my phone. It's despite that it's going in through here. So here I'll mute it when I polish this up. Video editing. Here is just the phone. And here is through the laptop. So very, very low volume. Actually, I can see the actual decibels here. Oh, that's the recorded in, so
Okay.
disregard that. All right, so
I can
let's
see
check out
myself on your
the amp
shirt.
here. Let's put on some overdrive. Here's it without the overdrive.
Nice.
Overdrive on. Just with their settings.
Okay.
Yeah. Try that. There we go.
Look like those
Crank the
guys in
gain.
the bar playing on a pool stick. Yeah, guitar.
Drop that back down a little bit.
You look like those guys jamming on a broom.
Push the mids up a
Good
little.
sound, come on. I like that.
I'll let you
Sounds weird. Like a flange.
if it's that long. It's a
Still getting used to this little bridge and playing a 6-string. I've been playing a 7-string so long, I'm just kind of used to the space now.
Okay.
All right, so I kind of like that. I don't know what amp it's trying to emulate. Let's check
sound
out
good,
the
though. I
Millennial
like it.
Lead. It's like a Marshall Modern. Not bad.
Sleeping with your broom?
Gosh, that's horrible. We'll cut that out.
That sounds pretty good. In a mix, I think that would sound really good.
Alright.
Oh, that's
Not
gonna do
bad.
vocals.
I don't think it says lead, but I think if you just kill the reverb, no, it's got
Kill
delay
it.
on. That's what it is.
Kill it.
Kill the delay. Like it.
I do too.
Don't know that it sounds like a Marshall, but. Alright, this one, Insane. What is this? Gonna go with the 5150, but it's a little more distorted, saturated,
Okay.
and a little less mid. Great, not bad.
Yeah, that sounds good
Let's
too.
move on. Check out. Very well. Pretty obvious what this one is. But it doesn't sound like a Mesa boogie to me.
Looks like one.
No, because, well, let's crank the gain. Yeah, it doesn't have that Mesa sound to me, but it sounds good, definitely.
It does sound good. They do.
Yeah, it doesn't have that
Saturation.
sound. But, I mean,
I know what you mean.
I do too.
let's turn this up.
I'm a drummer and I even know what you mean. Sounds good. I'm learning to play guitar when
I can't get it to sound more like a Mesa boogie.
Wait a minute.
song off the speaker here, so
Okay.
you guys might not hear exactly what I am. I could change the speaker cabinet.
Yeah, still sounds like the mids are scooped.
Maybe.
Even with
Maybe
the
that's
mud.
another addition.
Maybe
you-
just the
Like get
metal
an upgrade or
setting.
something. You might be able to swap out the cab. That doesn't sound like I want it. All right, so those were the 4 presets that come
Just
along with
4?
it for metal.
Still
We'll
good.
check out rock.
Rock.
See if they have
Rock
anything
and
different
roll.
than we got here.
Is that a slow piano? Okay.
Maybe we got a little dry pedal.
Oh
Oh, so
yeah.
yeah.
It's yellow now. Something changed. His hands are on the guitar. Little delay in the transition.
For recording, I honestly don't think you would need too much more gain than that. Some of these rock amps would
A lot of bass.
probably be useful. They're a little bit more throaty. Especially if you're going to do multiple guitars, I think it'll be just fine for recording. And again, you can use this amp supposedly as a as we're doing now as a recording device. You just plug it directly in
Nice.
into your laptop, and you can record with it.
Don't
So
plug it in your dog.
we'll see how it sounds. I'm not able to hear it until I get it back home and mix it. But
Mix it.
gonna pretty much leave everything raw. I might do a high and a low
I like
pass.
it raw.
So we'll see. I'll let you know when
Okay.
when I release the video if I did
Alright.
any edits to it. But most of my videos I don't edit it because I want to give the true sound.
That's why we make fun of you.
No, let's do the alternative. Maybe it's a little heavier.
Okay.
Let me
But
go
you're
back
not,
to rock. I thought I seen an orange.
you're not messing up today. I want to make fun of you.
I know.
Come
I don't hear
on.
that.
Yo.
Mess up. British. That sounds like an orange to me.
True. I really like
Oh, I was
the
about to sing.
kind
Too.
of less metal type amps. I think for recording because
Pumpkins or
they're definitely seem to be a little bit more throaty and a little, and then if you're going to stack them up, I see the metal ones getting a little too, let me go back to one, a little too
To what?
distorted and too mushy too quick. Yeah, see, now that sounds very thin going back to it.
Not to me.
Let me go
Sounds
back
good.
to
The
this
other
one.
sounds too lazy.
Like all the mids are scooped, and you really need the mids to cut through your mix.
Interesting.
Check out this one more time.
Okay.
If I were to record, let's see what I do. Alright, I think I might try to record a mix using this.
Professional.
When I get back, and we'll compare them. I'll probably do one mix with the metal amps, and I'll do one with the rock type amps
Okay.
with a little bit more throaty sound and less gain.
Throaty.
When you start to layer the guitars, you're going to hear the gain build up, and it'd be pretty interesting to hear the difference. I think, just from a recording standpoint, the rock amps are going to sound better for metal because they're just not as tinny and scooped.
I do. Just put the bass.
But for a practice environment, if you're traveling and you just want to practice and get it to sound kind of like an amp at home,
Good on my end.
because obviously
I do too.
what you practice and how your amp is set to practice is really not how you're going to record. It's
True.
totally different sounds. So
True.
I'd be more inclined to use the metal apps that come with this just for practice. But I'm going to go ahead and record with them when I get back, and we'll do a A/B comparison
Hopefully not in the
between
same
the
video.
two, and you'll be seeing it for the first time, so you won't have to wait, and I'll let you
A
know.
bit long here.
Yeah, we can see which one sounds best. But until then, I think this amp is perfect. You throw it in
I
your
like
bag. You can charge the battery. It doesn't need to be plugged in to use it. Another great thing, you could, pretty much just take your rig to the park or
And your
anywhere
dog.
and just play.
Your dog likes to go out
It gets
too
pretty loud. I haven't
sometimes.
cranked it yet because
So
I'm in a
the
hotel.
Sasquatch is too.
It's just, it gets that loud where you could probably annoy some people with it.
A paintball.
So I think the only downside I would
I'll
say
answer the door
is
if they
this
come to the hotel.
plug
What you want?
on the top. It's so heavy, and the amp is so small that when you plug it in and you move, it just falls over all the time. So kind of good thing that they wrap this in rubber, so
gotta
kind
wrap
of
it.
protective.
Gotta keep it
Because
protected.
I've banged the thing around now several times, and every time you set it down, like right now, it just
You don't wanna
wants
set
to
it
fall.
down.
Like I can't get it to stand up there. It's standing. It just fell. So yeah, that's kind of a,
Okay.
I don't know. I wish they would have put the jack like on the side.
Gotta keep that jack on the
Then
side.
get it there
Yep, right
on
there.
the side, so you can plug it in and it's not going to fall over on you. Or you just lay it down and point the
Yeah,
speaker
lay it
out. I
down.
guess
Lay it down
it
and
doesn't
wrap
really
it up.
matter. Just little nitpicky things. And for the travel guitar, this is the Traveler guitar. The I think it's an ultra light, if I'm
Like,
not mistaken, ultra light series. I wish they'd at least put a volume knob on it. Something just to roll the gain back a little bit and clean it up if you're doing any kind of leads, or just to roll it up so you can leave it on one setting and kind of articulate the
Yes,
sound
that's
that you
what I
want.
was gonna
Other than that,
to
it
like.
stays on tune really good. The tuners aren't bad on it. I just wish it had the locking tuners on it. It would make life a lot easier when I have to
your own
restring
on.
this.
You probably can.
I think these are 9s on it right now.
Okay.
And it'd be cool if they made a 7-string. But they
Yes.
don't.
I agree.
And I think there's one other company, I think Steinberg, makes a treble guitar, but it's like
Steinberg.
a foot longer than this, so you're not going to get that into any suitcase. So you're kind of limited if you're going to travel and you need to fly somewhere and bring a guitar. This is the only one that I found that could fit in a suitcase and have a double humbucker. And I really like it. It
It's
plays
pretty
very
cool.
well.
I like rig
It doesn't
guitars.
feel
I have a red
completely
guitar.
like I'm playing a mini guitar, except that it's like the bridge is kind of small and sometimes when it's bouncing around. But
You can tell by looking at you.
you
It's
can't
a
beat it
mini
if you
guitar.
have to travel frequently for work. And you
Yeah.
wanna, there's some downtime in the hotel.
I didn't know you had a
you can't
job,
beat
Ben.
this combo here. Again, these
Okay.
are my own thoughts and opinions. I was not paid or sent
Okay.
this equipment to review. Just something I felt that I wanted to do because it's something that I use. You know, when I travel,
Honest man.
I don't want to leave my guitar behind. I want to bring it with me.
I'm
'Cause,
playing your
you know,
guitars
there's
that
not a
you
lot
left
to do in
behind.
hotels when you're traveling. If you're doing it for work, if you're going on vacation, obviously you're going to be pretty packed.
Sash flusher or
Anyway,
dog with you.
that's it. So hope you
Alright.
enjoyed it, and we'll see what we review next. So until next time, thank you. Take care.
All right, thank you, Ben. That was a good review.
I think so.
I like it. So, yeah, in closing, I think that's a great idea. You got a little teeny guitar. You can put it in your suitcase, pack it up and go with a little teeny amp that has a battery. You could charge it or keep it plugged in.
Yep.
You can go record. You can use it as a audio interface. So if you get a great idea while you're traveling, you just lay down the riffs and keep it recorded. I like it. I think that's just a simple little setup. It sounds good from what I hear on my end. Because he ain't take me with him on his vacation or work trip, whatever. But all good. Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I wish they made like some kind of travel drum kit. So, you know, if he were to bring me along on his next trip, I could, you know, bust out the drums and keep something a little better than the AI drum thing that he was talking about that didn't work so good. But, okay. Well, I guess that's a wrap. So, Sass, we gotta go get some tacos and then jam. Kind of like we do after every episode, right?
Jam.
All right. Okay. Well,
Except,
all right. I think that's it. So, peace out, y'all. We'll see you next time.
except this time, we're gonna jam on Ben's amp, Ben's guitars, Ben's drum set. We're gonna play all his stuff, because he gone for a week. I've been wanting to try his angle amp, and he got some other ones I've been looking at. And he got that new guitar. I want to test that out before he get home and realize I've been playing it. Why are the strings dead? Why's my battery dead? And oh, Sass, you done the I'm P-Dog. But look at me, I'm getting all discombobulated. So, okay, I must be hungry. I think maybe my blood sugar's dropping or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Y'all gonna do this again? Come on. Let me out. Come on. Hit stop. Do what you gotta do. Okay, come on. P-Dog, I know it's you. I know it's you, P-Dog. You're sitting there watching me. Okay, come on. Let's yeah, Ben. Come on, hit the button. Oh, Ben, you're not even around. You were like out of the state or the country for a week. So I know it's you, P-Dog. So when I get out of here, we're gonna talk. All right? I might take one of your tacos. One less taco for P-Dog. Okay. So come on. You don't want to see a mad Sasquatch, so go ahead and hit the button. Okay.